Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to try and recreate one of the swaps that I received in Amsterdam. If you flip back through my videos, you'll see that this was one of the ones that was done. I believe it was using the Up and Away DSP that was a celebration item. When I opened it up, there was some little chocolates inside, and I thought, you know, this is such a fabulous shaped box and it's so cute that I want to have a go. But obviously the only way to find out how to do it is to dismantle them, which is really quite hard. And then when I did originally do it, I actually got a little bit frustrated and threw it away. Luckily I had a bit of a good idea of how it was done. And the lady that originally created this, I have written her name down because I just didn't want to try and pronounce it or pronounce it wrong. I think it's pronounced Anja RAITHEL or RAITHEL. I'm not sure. I think she's a European demo, but I'm not sure from which country, so I do apologise. But this is the lady that originally did this swap, so I'm just having a go at recreating it, but it is her design. It's nothing to do with me. Inside it I have some little Hershey's Kisses, and I actually managed to fit 4 in, and it does close up properly. The reason mine isn't is because I actually had to undo it and do it back up again, and I was messing about, and well, I just ran out of time to try and get it to do nice and tightly. I'm going to try and recreate this as best I can. Now, when I actually tried to do this video the first time, I got so frustrated that I actually stopped because I just couldn't do it. I have since had a little play and tried to memorise how to do it, so I'm hoping that today it's going to go right. So we need a piece of DSP that is 6x6, and we then grab our scoring tool. Obviously this one was the Moroccan Nights, or is it just Moroccan, and this one is Cupcakes and Carousels. It doesn't really matter which side you score because we're going to be twisting and turning and things anyway, but we simply just score at 1.5 inches. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, rotate, 1.5, 3, 4.5. Move that away. Make sure that, oops, loads of paper everywhere. Make sure that you've got quite a thick wad of paper or a couple of magazines or something underneath, and you'll need a metal ruler. Mine's a bit battered, I'm afraid, and your scoring tool. And then where you see the crossed lines from the scoring, you need to do diagonal. And this does actually also sound a bit unpleasant when you're doing it because it scrapes against the ruler. But you literally go all the way along your score lines, and obviously you do need to press on quite hard, and then, like I said, you go all the way from one side to the other, going from the score lines, and then you rotate and do the same again. Your paper or DSP will be quite, or appear quite battered when you've finished, because there's not much of it left that isn't scored. Like I said, it is worth it because I think that little box is really quite cute. You could use them as little party favours or wedding favours or just table gifts, or even just for a bit of fun. You could use them for anything. So once we've done all of that scoring, and like I say, I don't know if you can see all those score lines, we then literally go along and fold and burnish all of the score lines. So all the, what I call the straight ones, all the way across, and then all the diagonal ones. You probably will need to use your hands first because there's not going to be as deeply scored as the scoring board does them. So you will probably, as I say, have to do them by hand, and it's just to make sure you don't go off centre, because trust me, if there's one thing that will mess this up, it is not having a straight score line. So I'm just going across these. And I did mention in my previous video, and I have also mentioned it on a comment that a lady left, that the new catalogues are now in my hands. I have a stack of them if you would like one sending out to you just before they're due to come out for release, let me know, send me a message. I can either accept an email or a message via my blog or on Facebook, anything like that. Just get in touch with me and let me know that you want a catalogue. They are free of charge and I will send you one out as soon as I can. There are some absolutely fabulous things in there, as always. I don't think we're ever disappointed. I can't wait to start having a play with all the new stuff. It gets very exciting. It's almost like having Christmas in the middle of the year. I love it. Right, so as you see, battered piece of paper. So what we need to do first off is fold all of our corners in. So all of the 4 corners get folded in like so, and then we need to be folding it, and it is a bit of a case of let's push the paper and see where it will go. So I don't know if you saw then, I'll do it on this one again. So we're folding it back out and then pinching. The base has to go out. I'm sure if you remember when you were a kid, you had those, I can't even remember what they're called, but those things where you used to do all this business. I'm sure somebody will remember what they're called. But you just basically fold these on themselves for starters. Okay, once we've got all of that done, you kind of want to fold them together. Now, like I said, it is a case of fold and bend and fold and bend and try and get these bits working, because trust me, it's a bit of a fiddle, but it's worth it. So let's try and get this working. So pinch that bit, we fold this bit in, and we pinch this one, and you try and bring it together. Now once you've got it going, check it, because it will need your fingers inside to pop bits. Okay, so we've sort of got that going how I want it. So let's get this bit going. So push the bottom out, squeeze these bits. This one's going to give me trouble, I can see. So again, we're squeezing the 2 bits that are folded in. And this is what I say about it being a bit of a fiddle. So this needs to come in, but these need to go out. So don't be afraid to get a little bit rough with it, because like I said, all we need to do is to try and bring, that's the shape we're going for. Okay, so we're pushing the bottoms out, and you can hear it pop when you get it right. And if you're thinking, well, wait a minute, what's going on here? Look, pop. Another one there, look, pop. And you just work your way round until you've figured out which bits are folded and which bits aren't popping. And hey presto, we finally have it made. Okay, so like I said, it is a lot of a fiddling, but you have to just get those bits to pop and the bottom bit to bulge out. So before I put my sweets in, I'm going to get my 1/8 of an inch handheld punch, and yes, I know it's painful. Open it out slightly, not too much, don't flatten it because you'll be back to square one again. Take your folded over bit and you need to punch on the triangle to the right, and then you'll have like the square, the other triangle here, and you need to punch in that part. And then the same this side. So we're punching in the circle, out of the, sorry, in the triangle and then out of the triangle as such. And you literally do that on all of the folded bits. Now ideally you need them to line up, but mine aren't going to, I'm telling you now. Oh, another one. And once we've done all of that punching, let's try and bring this back again. And hopefully we will see, come on, what's going on here? Oh, wait up, no popping, there we go, look. So now you can see that we have the holes all the way around the top. So we grab some twine, scissors. Now it might be an idea to use a darning needle or something similar with this, because it can become very frayed, very fiddly, very fast. You see mine's frayed already and I've not even started. Anyway, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes fiddling with that. I will do it and put it on the video. Once you've got these all fed through, you obviously add your kisses. And like I said, you can get 4 of these in just nicely. And you might have to give them a little shake if they're not sitting right, because you've obviously got to allow for these corners here to fold down. Let's take one out just for argument's sake, because you will be fiddling a lot better than me to get yours in. So you will potentially have to pull the ribbon, the twine through, so that you have them all pulled together. And then obviously we then just need to tie the bow. So, add your little thing. So I'm going with Bermuda Bay and Whisper White because we have Bermuda Bay. Now I appreciate this is very vanilla, but I'm going with that because I like to be different. Just simply use the Ready to Pop, and I think I'm going to go with Enjoy for this one. So I'm just going to pop this on my B block, get my Bermuda Bay ink. Oops, that's not very well inked. There we go. Oh, that's not very good either. Let's go that again because I don't like the look of that too much. That's better. Right, put my ink away, get that out of the way. And so we need our 1-inch circle punch for this one. And then we need our 1 1/4 for the contrasting, and a bit of snail, I think, for this one, just on the back there, and pop that on there. And then you just use your handheld punch again to put a hole in, feed your twine through it, and then obviously tie it in a bow. So I'm going to have a little play now at doing this, now that I've done all the important stuff, so that if you want to skip it, fast forward it, or do whatever, you can. Like I said, you're more than much better to use a needle if you can, because it just does it a lot better. As I say, it can just get quite a bit untidy. And make sure you have plenty as well if you're going to keep cutting ends off. And I think I've probably started this the wrong way as well. Yes, I have. Let's see, look, after all of that, we'll start on the inside of this one. Just feed it through. Make sure you don't miss any. Pop it through this one. Hey, oh look, we're cooking on gas now, we're getting there. I'm going to give this a trim once I've done this one. In fact, no, I'm going to give it a trim now because it's getting difficult. There we go. Nearly there. I have a feeling I may have missed some holes out here, but as the saying goes, let's just roll with it. Let's take him off for a second. Feed these through here. Whoops. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. I'll make this one the front one, I think. Nearly there. I don't know how Anja managed to do all of these and as many as she did for her swaps for Amsterdam, because I think I would have got through a heck of a lot of twine and patience before doing all of these. I mean, I don't know how many she did, but my goodness, just doing one is time consuming, as you've seen. I bet she had help. Some little helpers or something. She had to have little helpers. Okay, come on, let's have you through there. I promise you we're nearing the end now. At the end of this. Oh my goodness, small fingers and thumbs as well. It's always the same when you're trying to be quick. Things just don't happen, do they? Ooh, got 2 holes left. Here we go, right. Let's chop the end off that. Let's feed that through there. Let's feed this through the last hole. And then it is just a case of, there we go, and you'll see my point now. So remember those folded over bits get folded in, as do the bits in between, and then it simply, remember to pop if it's not popping, and then we just give them a gentle tug. Now there's something's not right with this threading. What's going on here? And this is the downside of of doing the undoing, as it were. Yes, I've threaded this completely wrong, so ignore my threading. I will put the proper threading on my blog, but you can see that once you have the threading correct, it folds together like this, and then you tie a bow, and it does look pretty. Trust me, as you can see, I've done it on this one, and the threading does go through quite nicely. I'll do this one properly and show you. But that from me is my take on one of the sops from Amsterdam from Anja RAITHEL. Thank you, Anja, you have more patience than I do. Hopefully that's been a bit of fun for you and a bit of an interesting one as well. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye.